Hello everyone, welcome back to Changfied YouTube channel, your trusted source for latest update across South Sudan and beyond. Today we are reporting a serious security situation that reportedly took place on February 20th and 21st, 2026 in Udier, Longechuk County in Upper Nile State. There has been a press release issued by leader of the Changfied Y Army about a major clash involving force linked to the Sudan People Liberation Army in opposition, also known as SPLA-IO, under Dr. Riek Machar, and forces connected to the government side, which is South Sudan People Defense Force, known as SSPDF under President Salva Kiir Mayardit. In this report, we will explain who was involved in that clash, what reportedly happened, what equipment was captured, casualty on both sides, and what this means for the people living in the area. Stay with us as we carefully go through the detail. If you are new here, please help the channel, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so whenever we upload a new video you can be notified. To understand this situation clearly, we need to briefly explain the group involved in that fighting. The clash reportedly involved the Sudan People Liberation Army in a position often called SPLA-IO. This group is linked to the opposition side in South Sudan's political and military structure. On the other side were forces connected to the Sudan People Liberation Movement in government, also known as SPLM-IG, which represent the government side. The area where the fighting happened is Longechuk County in Upper Nile, specifically in a location called Udier. Udier report also mentioned nearby areas such as Mayut County, Palush, Matiang, and Maban County as well. These areas have experienced change in the past, and movement of army group often increased fear among civilians. Well, let's look at what happened there. According to the press release issued by leader of the Changfied Y Army in Longechuk, fighting began early in the morning around 6 a.m. on February 20, 2026. They claim that forces connected to the government SSPDF side launched what they describe as an organized and coordinated attack. The report say that the forces were mobilized from Mayut County and that additional fighter moved from Palush and Matiang. The statement claimed that the purpose of this movement was to attack defensive position in Udier under SPLA-IO. The Changfied Y Army and allied SPLA-IO forces say they responded quickly and defended their position. According to their statement, the attack was stopped. The advancing forces, the advancing of SSPDF were pushed back. Fighting happened in 3 different directions, and reinforcement that reportedly came from Maban County were forced to retreat. The SPLA-IO described the battle as intense and decisive. However, it is important to remind our viewer that this information comes from one side of the conflict. Independent verification in conflict zone is often difficult. The press release also listed military equipment that they claim to have captured during the battle. According to SPLIO, their report, they say they captured equipment include one pickup truck mounted with a heavy machine gun. They captured 9 PKM machine guns. They claim they captured 7 RPG launchers, and they claim they captured 21 AK-47 rifle. If accurate, this would represent a significant material loss for the opposing side, which is SSPDF under President Salva Kiir Mayardit. Captured equipment can change the balance of power in local conflict, especially in remote areas where military supplies are limited. Again, these claims are from the issuing group, and there has not yet been independent confirmation. Now let us talk about casualties. The statement claimed that one commander from the government side or from the government aligned forces holding the rank of Brigadier General and identified as Mayambo was killed during the fighting. They also claim that 53 additional fighters lost their life. It was also stated that many of those fighters were reportedly recently recruited from Maiwut, Pagak, Matiang, and Paluch. On their own side, the Tiangbar Army report that 7 of their fighters were killed. Every loss of life is serious. Behind every number is a family, a mother, a father, children, relative, and a community affected by grief. Conflict always carries a heavy human cost. Let's look at the leadership response. According to the statement, leader of the Tiangbar Army supervised the defensive operation and reaffirmed their readiness to respond to any future attack. They stated clearly that they remain vigilant and prepared to defend their territories if government force attack them again. A strong language was used in the statement, emphasizing firmness and military readiness. This type of language is common in military communication during time of tension. Now, let us talk about something very important, civilian. You know, whenever clash like this happened, ordinary people suffer the most. Farmers cannot safely go to their field. Traders cannot travel freely. Children may miss school. Families may be forced to flee their home. Even rumors of fighting can cause panic, you know. Communities in Wulang, Nasser, and Longechuk counties may now be feeling uncertain about what could happen next. Peace and stability are very important for development, education, health care, and economic growth. Without security, progress becomes difficult. South Sudan has faced many years of political and military tensions. While there have been peace agreements in the past, local clashes sometimes continue due to mistrust, political disagreement, or competition over territory and influence. Even like this show that underlying tension still exists. Observers will likely watch closely to see whether there will be retaliation, whether political leader will intervene, whether peace mechanism will be activated. The hope of many citizens is stability and lasting peace. At Changfied News, we encourage calm discussion. We also remind our viewer that information during conflict can change as more detail become available. If new verified update come out, we will share them with you. We pray for peace, safety, and protection for all civilians in affected areas. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.